In the fall of 1929, the country's economy dropped to its knees, and the Great Depression began.
They used to tell me I was
All of America
building
was
a
affected,
dream,
and the city of Central Point
and
was no
so I
exception.
followed the march.
Folks who lived through it remember the hardships
When there
all
was
too
to
well.
power gone,
I can remember many days
I was always
that if I needed shoes to walk to school, or even around here at the house, my mother would cut pieces of cardboard and put in the bottom of them. We didn't have the money to do anything else.
It was a tough time for everyone. But the citizens of Central Point helped each other and shared resources, pulling through the harsh years together.
I just remember that it was hard times for everybody. If the neighbor needed something and we had it, we exchanged what we had for what they had.
If you were hungry and they had something, they'd give you part of it. I mean, it just everybody shared everything. There was no problem with that.
As the country and Central Point recovered from the Depression, the war years were just around the corner. Camp White became populated with soldiers and eventually German prisoners of war. Residents today have specific memories of the Camp White days.
Camp White was out here, and there were so many soldiers. They would, and they wanted to mix with the local people because they were lonesome, I suppose.
I think during the war, Camp White was very active during the Second World War, as I understand it, and on the weekends they had the soldiers in town. Central Point was closer than Medford's.
And they'd come in, and a whole bunch of them, and run up down the streets. And of course they had their guns, but they weren't, I don't know whether they were real or not, but they were loaded probably. But they'd just pretend like they were taking a town over. And we'd hide behind the building and peek out around the edge of it to see where they were.
As World War II raged on, Central Point's citizens showed dedication to the effort through contributions in manpower and local resources.
Central Point, percentage-wise, had more people in the service than any place in the country.
After World War II, the valley once again prospered through a lumber boom, supplying the rest of the country with massive amounts of milled timber. This timber fed the construction industry through the growth years of the 50s and 60s. Moving into the latter part of the 20th century, various factors led to the dramatic decrease in logging and lumber mills, and a slowdown in the orchard boom.
It's changing, but agriculture hasn't gone away, and I don't think it will go away. I think agriculture is going to remain, probably won't be the mainstay of the area, but I think it's still going to be a strong aspect of life in Central Point and in Jackson County.
As Central Point and the rest of Southern Oregon face new and emerging economic times, infrastructure continues to improve as new and diverse businesses come to town. Instead of having an economy based on lumber and fruit, the valley is becoming a regional hub for technology, healthcare, retail, and manufacturing. Today, Central Point maintains its livability while supporting a climate of collaboration with citizens, developers, and business.
It's going to grow. In my opinion, it's probably the most livable city in the valley as far as the way the city operates.
Local developers and builders who've worked with the city of Central Point in the construction of retirement homes, subdivisions, and retail space know the value of partnership. The spirit of innovation that began long ago is still the heartbeat of this area. Older businesses like the Grange Co-op that got its start in Central Point are maintaining success alongside new, up-and-coming businesses. The city that boasts of having the first YMCA in the valley is still known to offer high-quality recreation to individuals and families. City officials plan to improve upon and add to opportunities that build up the community. Among these developments are a new park, library, city hall, and the ongoing improvement of streets.
I believe Central Point is a very livable town. I think it's just the right size to not have the problems of a bigger city. I know at City Hall we're much more flexible than I hear from other areas around. I think if you talk to developers, they will tell you they would rather do business in Central Point than just about any other city here because we get it.
From its humble beginnings as an unspoiled territory to its modern status as a 21st century city, Central Point continues to thrive and is still situated in one of the most beautiful valleys on Earth.